What up, everybody? What everybody on the that's coming up on the live. I'm currently posting up on Instagram as well. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Hello, everyone. I am Instagram. Happy October, everyone. Hope that you all are falling into your fall as we be falling into our fall. I don't know. Just don't listen to me. October, Austin Poetry Slam family meeting. Turn it around. Make them laugh. Make them laugh. Ooh, ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What up, everybody? Hello. Awesome Poetry Slam is here. We won't take too much time. If you want to see what I'm showing on the visuals, for whatever reason, Instagram is not letting me go on StreamYard. I don't understand. Instagram and Facebook are literally the same two people. Hi, Michaela. So everything I'm saying doesn't really need a visual, but if you would like to see the visual is there. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I'll give everybody a couple times. It's 10 o'clock right now. Every first Sunday of the month, we do a Austin Poetry Slam fam meeting. I don't know what my British accent was supposed to do, but we here every first Sunday of the month. I'm going to give you some updates about what's going on with the slam. I'll also give you some writing prompts if you want them. If you would like us to, and just give you like a run of everything that's going on. Hello, welcome in. I suck at the Hey, Jamar, we're on live now, so you want to be on the studio part? Yes. You're muted as well. I don't know if you know that. Hi, if you want to see Jomar, you have to go into either our Facebook or our YouTube. Go. Children. I still can't hear you. Wait, maybe.
What?
Oh,
how about now?
Oh, it's me. It's me.
Now?
I hear you now. It's me because I don't know how computers work, and I had the sound muted, so I couldn't hear you. They could probably hear you just fine. I'm turning 40 this week. I'm turning 40 this week.
I know this.
Girl.
I know this.
My brain is not braining at this point in time. Yeah, so you can check us out on Instagram right now. If Instagram's your vibe, you can check us out on Facebook. You can also check us out on YouTube and Twitch. We're on all of those things. Maybe we'll start playing video games on Twitch. I don't know. We're working that workout. Anyway, I just wanted to say, and a guest appearance is coming. I wanted to say thank you all so much for supporting and loving on Awesome Poetry Slam. This has been such an amazing time in the history of our program, our company operations, our show, because we hit 30 years. This is our 30th year anniversary, and we just have a lot of great things that are coming up this month. So kicking off, before we do anything else, I wanted to say thank you for following us. Thank you for liking us on Instagram and all of those things. Please follow us on TikTok as well. We can now go live on there. With your support, this is how this work gets done. I'm in a meeting. Say hi and then go. Say hi. You want some candy later or a muffin? Okay. Then you have to let mommy take her meeting and then I can. Hi. Thank you. You're so sweet. Can I get a kiss? Mwah. Okay, go play with Sissy until I'm ready. Okay. Thank you. Toddler, Scott, I love them. All right, so before we get started, let me bring up these writing prompts. I'm also thinking about, let me know if this is a good idea in the chat, about having like a 1 hour each week where it's just a live, where we're silent and we're just writing. I think that a lot of us would like to write more, but we never have the time to do so. And so I think us having a 1 hour writing workshop would be the best. But let me know in the comments if y'all think that. Okay. So poetry writing prompts in October. I'm going to get those for y'all, but let's go over some fun things that are happening this month. In October, we have let me try to make it a little bit bigger on the, if you want to see this is actually on our Instagram page. I'm just showing that to us. If you want to follow us on Instagram, it is awesomepoetry.com. So October 2nd already happened, but that was the last chance slam, meaning if you want to know what the last chance slam is, it's not the last chance to ever slam. It is the last chance to slam before we have our quarterfinals. Quarterfinals was a closed list. So everyone within that quarter that meets the points, deadline, timeline, whatever the case may be, they have qualified to be in the quarterfinals. Mr. Dave, if you know who that is, Mr. Dave is amazing. Shout out to Mr. Dave, but he is the one that provides like everyone the points and is the really administrator of that. So I don't want to speak too much on something I actually do not know. But if you reach out to us at awesomepoetryslam@gmail.com and then just say points, then he'll be able to give you some of that information as well. So so October 2nd happened. It was a great show. Shout out to Joe B and aka Element 615, with bringing in his air sign energy. He's a Gemini. Shout out, stand up Geminis. He is a Gemini, but he's a really sweet soul. And I always enjoy him hosting. I could not be there last week. I had a serious migraine and my brain just like, I work in education. And so my brain was overspent in that. And the one thing that keeps me loving and being a part of Awesome Poetry Slam and wanting to be a part of it is because of people that are, hey, Christopher Michael. If you want to see Christopher Michael, you want to see Joe Mara, you want to see myself and all our pretty faces. Oh, you're not going to see our faces. They just hear muted, being weirdos. But anyway, if you would like to see them, they're on our YouTube and they're on our Facebook and our Twitch. Instagram, you just get pretty on me. Take that out. Take that out. When you say you have a meeting and then your son come in with a whole truck, I don't understand. Hey, Sonny. Sonny's on our Instagram. This is a lot. One day I'm going to figure out how to actually use TikTok Live and I'll do this there too. That's my goal for next month. Okay, so the Slam Champ Showcase. I am so happy that we are segueing to that because I wanted Christopher Michael to talk about that a little bit, but also I wanted to bring a little disclaimer. I know that there was a little confusion as far as the lineup. So the reason why it is the people that we asked, we have over 30 years of like, whatever, but it's the people that were Slam Champs of teams or like just legacies in Awesome Poetry Slam to celebrate our 30 years. I have a couple of people. There we go. Here's a couple of people that are going to be performing, and we have also other special guests, but Dashe Moonbeam is going to be there. It's going to be hosted by Christopher Michael. Mr. Dave is going to be performing. As he says, is going to be performing. Good Ghost Bill is going to be there. Kevin Burke, my roommate for the rest of my life. Me, Kevin Burke, and Ariana Brown used to be roommates. It was probably the best years of my life. And now, we have families and we're moved on, but we always come back home. Lacey Root's birthday is also October 12th. We are Libra twins, so she's gonna be there. Jomar Valentine is gonna be there. Apparently, rumor is the entire team from Austin Poetry Slam's 2011 team, minus Zach Caballero. But if Zach shows up, like, bro, we out here. You know what I mean? We'll be there. Well, plenty of pictures. It'll be the first time that we have all 4 previous current owners of the slam will be there. So we're definitely going to get some pictures. Please make sure to come out. I will do a poem because Christopher Michael said I had to, and it's rude if I don't do a poem. But I will be there. I will be present. I will be so excited. Mike Henry is going to be there, who is the founder and creator of Austin Poetry Slam. So I'm really excited. Christopher Michael, they cannot see you on Instagram, but I'm sure that they can hear you on Instagram. So if there's some words that you would like to say and talk about the 30th anniversary Slam Champion.
It's actually Christopher Michael presents the
I forgot. I'm so sorry. It is actually it's in small. If you look at the picture, it's in very, very tiny.
It's very small type, but it's there. I swear it's there.
Very, very tiny.
So the whole point is just to celebrate the legacy of Austin Poetry Slam. And honestly, the folks that we reached out to were the easiest to find. 30 years, people have scattered to the winds. They're all around the country. They're in and out. They're doing other things. So we found just some of the talent that could give you an idea of what Austin Poetry Slam has produced, has loved, what is given to the world. Slam champs that have represented Austin to the world at national events, and the organizers of those events. We used to call them the Slam Masters. I still like Slam Master, but just the people who have been representing and loving Austin Poetry Slam for the last 30 years. It's gonna be phantasmal.
Wow, I love Phantasmal.
And don't sleep on them tickets. You better get to event.
We're already halfway sold out for those tickets right now.
Yeah.
Joe B. I want to just emphasize how much I love this team. Like, if this team made the money I needed to live in a capitalistic society, I would not work anywhere else. I would not do anything else. I would just do this. If anybody knows money that we can do to have our own venue and have our own stuff, then please let me know. But okay, one hug, one hug, and then go back in there with Sissy. I'm almost done. Ask Sissy to give you a muffin. She can give me a muffin. Kids. All right. So yes, and listen, Dashe Moonbeam, when I first started getting into slam, he was one of my inspirations. Chris, why is your hand on your camera like that, weirdo? Are you typing as you? All right, I'm gonna just remove you out the stage until you figure out what you want to do. Dashe Moonbeam was one of my first inspirations. He had a poem called Bamboo Thickets. Am I saying it wrong? Chris, historian. Chris is also our historian.
It's Bamboo Thickets.
Bamboo Thickets. I knew it had bamboo in it. It's been so long. But he did a whole flip in it. Which is not what that's not the whole entire part of the poem, but it's amazing. It opened my eyes to what actually performance art could look like. And gave me an outlet to be it's mini monologues. And I really enjoy how people play with this art and genre, because there is no, I mean, there's rules, there's time and all that stuff, but there's no real rules on what slam is supposed to look like. And I really enjoy like every generation taking their own spin of slam. So anyway, 30 years down, 30 more years to go. I'm really excited about all the things that are going to be happening. The Slam Chef Showcase. If you want to see like a little bit of a bio of all the people that are going to be performing that night, they are here ready for you to look at. Also, we have the 2-step group piece slam. It is going to be November 20th. Unfortunately, right now we don't have enough people that are registered to actually participate. I think we have like 2 people, and the registration deadline ends on next Saturday, October 12th, which is my birthday. So if you would like to register, please go to awesomepoetry.com. You can register there. I'll show you on the website what it looks like. If you've never been to our website, which why not? Also on Instagram, I clearly cannot show you because you had not on the other things, but if you were there, I would show you. So here's our, yes. Okay. He brought me the muffins so I can give to him. You want that one? Yes. Okay. Here you go. What do you say? Okay. So I guess I have muffins now in my office space. I don't know what to do. Harlem, come get these. Put these back where you got them from. Okay, so registration. You see this. This is the wrong date. It's the 20th. Forgive us. If you click there, can you put this in the kitchen, back in the kitchen where you got it from? Only one muffin today, okay? And then you'll see this beautiful Google form. Fill it out. Send your money via Venmo, or if you have my number, Cash App. If you need my number, DM me and I will send it to you. I'm not going to put my phone number on the internet in that way, but please let me know. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time, man. It's $1,000 cash prize, $500 for the first prize, and then it'll be $300 for second place, and it'll be $200 for third place. All of the videos will be available for everyone in that group piece. We'll also post them online so that you can use them for promotion and marketing or whatever you're going to use them for. We just want you to have a good time, and we want to build this out. That is all that I had. If you have any questions, or I forgot. So we have a Thursday. So Wednesdays is our Awesome Poetry Slam. Depending on what the day is, I didn't go through all the weeks. That's my ADHD failing me once again. So we got to I'll go through all of the October events, and then I will get to the other stuff I was talking about if I remember it, if it's important. So October 16th is the quarterfinals, which means we have, I wish Dave was here. Then we have 2 more quarterfinals, and then it's semis, and then it's finals, and then we make a team. Yeah, we've already had 1 quarterfinals. This will be our second one. So we have like 2 more after this, and then we'll actually be creating the team. It is a closed slam list. Like I said before, everyone that had poems and points from ahead of time, they will be there now. Maybe if Dave is around, maybe I can get those points on who it is. I don't like messing with that because I'm not a math girly, so I don't do all that. But hopefully by the end of this, or we'll start posting that this week about the quarterfinals. It's gonna be a really fun night. People are really just fighting for their spot in finals. First place will win a automatic bid into the finals, and then the second place person has an automatic bid into the semifinals. It is a fun night. It's highly competitive, but a lot of people have a good time doing it. Shout out to everyone that's going to be in that. I don't know who it is yet. I'm really excited about learning who it'll be. Yes, Chris?
This will go to make our first team since 2018. Is that correct?
I think so.
Did we do a team after the Great Fall?
I think so, but it was like me, Akeem. That's the one I think Doc was. No, was that 2019? No, that was 2018. We didn't go to nationals, but we went to California
Mm-hmm.
and we went to Southern Fried that year.
So, but essentially, this will be the first.
This would be the first team in
like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's we are hyped as a community. The one thing about being in Slam is we love the community of Slam. That's great. We love everybody that comes in. We love everybody that shows their face and is a part of it and gets loved on. But Slam is a competition and we like competing. As much as some people want to be like, oh no, not the competition, not me. Oh no, not me. I don't like to compete. You wouldn't be in Slam if you didn't like competing. And some people that get butthurt in Slam is the people that don't do well in Slam. But that's another story for another day. However, when we get to compete, Austin is known for like coming in and if you're going into Slam and you're like, I'm just here for the vibes and like for the community, that is great. But we as a community have always historically been a very highly competitive team. Like our brain is we're getting the semis. Our brain is we're getting the finals. And not to say that like we are putting up work specifically for Slam. Our lives are just creative enough and exciting enough to put it on stage. But we also practice. We also perform. We're all performers. So if you have not seen this version of Austin Poetry Slam, where you came in and maybe the last 5 years and we've just been doing slams like one-offs and we kind of do like all women slam and we kind of do this version of Austin Poetry Slam is like the reason why we keep coming back. It's fun. It's anybody else that wants to chime in, like being on a team is like nothing else. No one has those experiences. You have like hidden jokes that happen in that slam and then moments that happen that like literally change people's lives. Jomar, I know you were going to chime in. What were you going to say about being on a slam team?
Well, I was just going to say this group of new individuals that are populating the Austin Poetry Slam stage, it's really refreshing and fantastic because when you think about 30 years, it doesn't just happen. People have to have an affinity to what you're doing. They have to be able to identify. They have to feel like they belong there. They have to feel needed. All of those things that keep people coming back. And Austin Poetry Slam has done that for 30 years.
That's crazy.
And
30 years is
it's
a
just
wild number to put.
right. And just speaking of when you were speaking on teams, this is what I wanted to chime in on. People correct me if I'm wrong, but in living memory, the last 5 years of the National Poetry Slam and that seasonal type competition, including individual World Poetry Slam and the Women of the World Poetry Slam in its iteration under the former Poetry Slam Inc., an Austin team, if not both, have made it to a final stage.
Absolutely.
Each time in the last 5 years of the existence of that national organization.
Absolutely.
Before its dissolution. This is the legacy that people are playing in now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not just playing in it, they're active participants. They're the ones keeping it alive. And so that's incredible that this place and this organization is still doing that for people and people still want to be a part of it. So thank you everybody.
Yeah.
For all that.
I didn't do like a formal introduction. Jomar Valentin not only was one of our slam champs, he's been on multiple teams. He was also our slam master from the time of 2015 to 2023. He has been my best friend since 2000, and we don't have to say numbers, but it's been a long time. We were on our first slam team together at Austin Neo Soul in 2009 was our first team. That seems like I'm saying a number that was really far away, but it wasn't though. Yeah, I've done this work with Jomar now for over 10 years, between Austin Poetry Slam and Austin Neo Soul, and just Austin and, Poetry Slam International in general. And so I'm really grateful to be able to do this work with my best friend. It is treacherous out here. It is a thankless job to make sure that art still continues, because people want to enjoy the art, but then they don't really take into account everything people have to sacrifice in order for the art to still exist, because we know that it is important. We know that art is important. It is like the soundtrack of like the lives that we lead that we can't really say in real words, right? But I am really excited that we get to like showcase that on this Wednesday, of like how much we have grown. You're gonna hear poems from like Mike Henry, who Mike Henry reminds me of like the like Kerouacs of the world, like very beatnik type of like poetry, which is super important. Dashe reminds me of like Harlem Renaissance, very jazz bluesy type of like the way that he I mean he really is rapping, but it's like poetry, but it's rap, but it could be poems. It's not they're both. They're raps and poems together. He's so creative in how he does that. As he says, is like a theatrical performance to me. Like you're coming into a play. Same thing with Christopher Michael. Lacey is hypnotic when she does performances. Like she used to have these very long locks, and she's very like whimsical. Yeah, she's like the white woman lesbian like mascot. They love her. um yeah, I'm so hyped. I don't want to talk too much more about it. Like it's gonna be great. Hopefully maybe Kevin and Bill will do something together. I don't know. I'm just like throwing things out there. So yeah, quarterfinal slam will be hosted by Element 615. The Dirty 30 Slam. Now listen, mira, look, listen. One thing I said when I first got into slam is that I was not going to judge anymore. Judging other people's poems is hard, especially in their face. So shout out to everybody that comes randomly, willy-nilly on a Wednesday night to slam and like gets a scorecard and like judge people 0 to 10 of people you do not know. It is very nerve-wracking. My anxiety is really bad. I don't like doing it. Anyway, setting that all aside, the Dirty 30 Slam is going to be judged by Libras only. So myself, I will be judging. Rachel Z will be one of the judges, who is also a Libra. Christopher Michael will also be a judge, who is also a Libra. And Edwin Maldonado or Ed Koch will also be a judge. There'll be a fourth judge. And then our fifth final judge will be a Libra in the audience, because even though we don't know who that Libra is, we always know that there's always one Libra in the audience. So we're going to celebrate our Dirty 30 Slam together. It is going to be hosted by none other than SC Says. When is SC Says' birthday? Does anyone know? Somebody put it in the chat. When is SC Says' birthday? Quick. His wife. Quick. Somebody. You making a mess. Okay, well, don't make a mess, friend. Go wash your hands and throw away your mess. I know. It's hard. You got it. You can do hard things. You got it. Go clean up your mess. I'll help you along the way.
Andre's birthday is in February, the 4th, I think.
Oh, he's in February. What is that, Aquarius? I don't know much about Aquarius other than they're supposed to be very strange human beings, but I don't really know that about them. Yes. Throw it away in the trash. You don't have to show it to me. I see you, baby. Okay, throw it away in the trash. Thank you for showing me your trash. So great. Thank you. All right. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to do this for too much longer. Okay. So, and then the last one is a 310 Brown Street takeover. And I'm going to have Christopher Michael. Hopefully you're around so you can take over your 310 Brown Street takeover.
Hooty hoo. So this will be the Christopher Michael show. I am curating some of my more iconic poems, I guess you could say. And it'll be opened up by Every Word Poetry. Every Word Poetry is an open mic that's run, or that is featured at the Vortex on Manor in Austin, Texas. Vortex has been holding down poetry for I think a couple decades now. But the folks from Every Word Poetry will open up the show, and then I will do something fantastic.
I can't wait for this fantastic show. I really can't. It is one of your best of fest shows, but you're expanding it out, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
How do you feel about what is the name of the show, and can you give a little description of what the show will be about?
Well, I'm just calling it actually. So I'm torn between calling it the Christopher Michael Show and the personification of Christopher Michael.
This is a
Um,
super challenge. We do not make good decisions.
right.
Instantly.
Yeah. Naming stuff, and then yeah, whatever.
I just let ChatGPT name things for me at some point because you know my heart. You know
Oh.
me better than I know myself.
Hmm.
Especially if you have a saved ChatGPT account. This is not sponsored by ChatGPT, but if you did and you are like, I have an idea, I have a thought, but I need to run it past somebody that's not judgmental, and then also like doesn't give me every negative thing that could ever happen to my idea, I just throw it in ChatGPT. They give me the idea. I work it and I freak it in my brain.
I've
So
not tried. I've not tried asking
yeah,
Skynet what to
yeah,
name the poem.
Skynet. Yes, true. It is Skynet. But I do think that we need to start, like, don't say write a paper for me and then not read what the paper is about. And then someone asks you what it is and you're like, oh, I don't know.
Hmm.
That's wild. But I do like the idea of ChatGPT where I can throw my ideas into it as chaotic as they are, and they organize it and make it look pretty. Where like neurotypical people can read it and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So
Hmm.
I do appreciate that. It is my what is it? My neurotypical translator. I put it in there and then all the normies can understand it. Yes. Okay, nothing. All right, cool. So that is our October spill. We also shout out to Rachel Z for doing our social media and making it all pretty and stuff. She is like obsessed with making this as creative and as pretty as possible. So please follow her, hire her as your social media or graphics designer. She does a lovely job. I don't have much else to say. I do have some ideas about. We do have a workshop series that's going to be starting at the Alamo Draft House. It'll be free. It'll be on Sundays. We're trying to finalize the dates, but as soon as we do, we'll post it onto our social medias. I don't have anything else. Anyone else on our panel? Joe B. Oh, Joe B is here. Element 615. He's also on our YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. He's not on Instagram. You might be able to hear him through the speakers, but that's where we are right now. Anyone else want to share anything about the slam or this year or whatever?
I will say that what I love is that in the time that I've been going and eventually becoming a part of Austin Poetry Slam, I've seen the scene become increasingly more inclusive to where everybody could be a part of the show. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no guarantee that everybody's going to have a 100% great experience, but I've seen more of an effort over the past few decades to make it so that as many people as possible are represented and or and respected, whether or not they get on stage, and it's been a beautiful thing to see.
Thank you, man. That's beautiful. I appreciate you. Anyone else want to wrap up? All right, I think that's it. Again, follow us on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. All of them say Austin Poetry Slam or Austin Poetry in some variation. Please, 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 if you do nothing else, if you see one of our pictures online, if you see it, just share it, because we don't know who's going to be able to see that and who needs that at the moment in time. please share. We cannot do this work without bodies in seats. We cannot do this work without poets on stage. We cannot do this work without people to organize and run it. And this time we have a amazing team. They are doing, huh? Yeah, one of the muffins. You can have one too. Bye.
You have the patience of a high school principal.
I know, right?
Patience of a high school principal.
Go ahead. Oh, thanks. I don't want to be a principal. Principalship is hard. I will stay right where I am, but I try. What was I saying?
You know what? The fact that you said that's not what you want and you happy where you at, you're going to wind up a principal. I promise.
Man, that's what, honestly, that's been my entire like educational career. I was like, I don't want to work in education. And then I wound up being a second grade teacher. I don't want to work in middle schools. I love middle school. It's my favorite. They are just as unhinged without a filter as I am. And they get me. I like high school. They're scary. They're too big. They're just like taller than me. And I'm like, what we actually like, how we get to know each other. I don't understand. And I see my principal and I see the work that she puts in to like be there for everyone and all things. The adults are really the like challenge of this school, of the trying to manage adults that manage children is crazy work.
When your energy transitions from auntie to mama, you'll be high school principal.
Okay, Chris is marking that. Chris is saying that. We'll see, man. We'll see. I have my eyes sights on something else we can talk about when we're not on Instagram in front of millions of people. But I do have some ideas I wanted to sparse with you about. But anyway, me and Chris are having a private Libra conversation right now in front of all you humans. But we love you all so much. We will see you on Wednesdays. We will see you on Thursdays for our Christopher Michael podcast, aka the Awesome Poetry Slam podcast, live every Thursday. It's on Instagram. It is on Facebook. It is on Twitch. We just can't figure out how to do it on Instagram right now with all of us being involved. And on Sundays, we're going to start doing writing workshops. So please make sure to keep up with all of us on all our social medias. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.